Dota 2 is a game of complex choices thanks to the countless interactions between hero abilities and items. Now, just one of those abilities can be the difference between winning and losing a team fight. And when it comes to the big leagues, even the pros mess up sometimes. So with the International coming soon, we thought this would be the perfect time to bring you the top 10 misplays in Dota 2. We thought we'd kick off our list with a player that is known for his unfortunate mishaps, Eternal Envy. Squaring off against PD during a qualifier for the Boston Major 2016, Envy decided that he'd try to solo Roshan.
He's gotta leave. They're going to go right into Rosh after they get this tower. There's no way.
He's working on it. Let's see.
And it went exactly as you thought. Envy was furiously trying to strike down Rosh before the enemy team could rotate and kill him, but with only a sliver of health left on the Rosh, the last swipe of his claw killed Envy, and the enemy team even got a chance to kill him.
Should be able to sneak this Roshan right out from underneath their noses. This is freaking huge. The Sand King is coming in. He tried the Rosh bash. Oh my gosh, and now they're gonna check it and they're just gonna get it.
Okay.
Oh, you can see Protona's like, wait, what?
Okay.
Talk about a rough day at the office. Sometimes in esports, a play is so bad that it immortalizes the mistake for years to come, which is why one of Dota's most famous examples of this comes in at number 9 on our list. During a match between CLG and M5 during the International 2's group stage, M5's PGG tried to land a black hole to swing a fight in his team's favor, and, well, he quite literally missed everyone.
Pretty decent position, PGG, fishing for the black hole. Can he fight it? He has to. He doesn't want them. He wants the Lycan or the Storm. He can't get either. Nobody dying for CLG, yet 2 heroes down for M5. Misery. Grow the black hole, airball from PGG after so many good ones. First strike in, black hole gets stolen. That's gonna be a team wipe. That's gonna be GG. M5 call it.
From that moment on, whiffed black holes would forever be known as a PGG black hole. At the core of most catastrophic misplays is simply a lack of communication. And nothing illustrates that more than our number 8 misplay. OG were ganking LFY's Batrider as Ana popped his Omni Slash on Inflame to secure what should have been an easy kill, knowing his teammates were nearby. Unfortunately, Jirax was on another page and popped his Duels to hold the Batrider in place, which cancelled out the damage Ana was hoping to deal.
He brought a Yule Scepter.
Wait, no. He doesn't have a Yule Scepter.
He doesn't have a Yule Scepter!
Somebody messed up.
Who's getting
really
kicked?
Bad.
Someone's getting...
That was either an Earth Spirit Yules or a Puck Yule, and that dodged all the Omni Slash damage.
In the end, Inflame was able to pop his BKB and get away safely. During a TI5 match between Virtus Pro and Complexity, Swindles taught us an all-important lesson about dropping your items. Just don't do it. Our number 7 misplay is that fateful moment when Swindles dropped his Yule Scepter in an attempt to eke out a little bit of extra mana to fight with.
Who are you trying to call, Sind?
I think Swindlemouse just lost his Yules. I think he dropped it to get more out of his bottle in the bottom lane. And it got destroyed by the Shaker when he ganked him with the Echo, so that's a 2,800 gold loss.
That unfortunate play marked the end for Complexity's run at TI5. During the finals of ESL 1 Hamburg 2017, Secret had their backs to the wall against Virtus Pro and needed to pull off a big play to get back in the game. So Fatah hit a 2-man reverse polarity on both of VP's carries, and Mid1 sent 3 remnants to the enemy's location in the hopes of dishing out huge amounts of damage. At least that was the plan.
Team Secret losing too many too quickly until Ace starts to create more of himself. If his team is dead, make a battle of the Clone Wars, but they'll be cleaned up. Epicenter does a great job at that. Team Secret.
What actually happened was a bout of miscommunication that saw Fatah skewer the enemy stack, Mid1 miss his ult, and their chance at pulling off a comeback come to a less than dramatic end. Everybody knows just how good Universe and Evil Geniuses were at their peak. But as our number 5 misplay proves, even the mighty are sometimes humbled by some sloppy play. And that's exactly what happened at 2017's Kiev Major when Zai made this catastrophic blunder on Io. Zai used his ultimate to teleport Universe's Legion commander in for a gank attempt, which by all accounts is expert usage of the two heroes' ultimates. That is until Zai forgot to untether from Universe, transporting him back to his original location and his sudden death.
It's gotta be
To
careful.
run, Universe.
They will duel eventually. Yep, there it is.
There's the control. Oh, no!
Huge mistake from Zai. They're gonna possibly kill Universe now.
Oh no, he's been left alone in the mid lane. Universe down. Oh no, EG. Zai, he had some amazing IO plays, but just a bit of a miscall to bring Universe out of there.
OG would go on to beat EG 2-0 and eliminate them from the major. Simply put, the ESL1 New York qualifiers in 2015 were not kind to Funnik. He whiffed on not one,
Long jump. Most will be pulled
Black
back.
Hole
Oh, the
misses.
Black Hole misses Funnik!
not two,
When they commit, it's going to be full committal here. They're going to jump in and back. They've actually managed to lock down PSM. Meanwhile, the Black Hole gets laid up, and again, it doesn't catch anything at all.
but three Enigma ultis.
Oh, he had the Black Hole ready to go, but there was no more damage out. Now Laguna Blade, Funnik desperately searching for something, but he can't get it. A complete whiff once again on Funnik.
To cost his team a chance to play on the big stage in the Big Apple. Team Liquid's run at TI7 was a historic moment for both the organization and for Kuroki. But our number 3 misplay should remind you that things could have gone differently if it wasn't for a major blunder from Newbie in game number 2. Taking on TL in the grand final, Newbie were ahead and making a high ground push, looking to get on the scoreboard. But after a blown KP ultimate, things started to go downhill for the Chinese squad.
Just chipping away at the tier 3 tower. Linkens! No! Linkens Spear actually triggered off the back of the duel. The scythe is the return punishment for KP's misdemeanor.
Oh, he didn't see that Matoma Man has the Linkens. That's such a big mistake.
Linkens Sphere gobbled up the ulti from KP, and Newbie would immediately lose racks because of this mishap, which would eventually lead to their loss of the second game. At this point, Newbie could simply not stop Liquid's momentum, losing their chance at the Aegis of Champions. During the 2015 Asia Championships, Team Secret and Cloud9 were locked in a heated playoff affair. But as Cloud9 looked to be taking control, things got a bit awkward, to say the least. Essentially, C9 collectively forgot that they didn't have any teleports available, and Secret were happy to sneak up behind them and decimate their barracks before the boys in blue could react. There's just nothing more to say about this one.
They're going for a base trade. Zai going to survive the Omni Slash for now. It switches over to Kuro, who goes Scepters up. Secret are pushing top. They're also pushing bottom. What's the move here? Does C9 go for throw? No. They've got to back off. They're not even going for the racks right now. Where are the TPs? Fata does not have a TP. Envy also, I don't think, has a TP. No one has TPs. Visit Familiar's getting the stuns. They're going for the throne. Oh no! It's a catastrophe for Cloud9. Here comes S4 as well. They're just running back. They're running for dear life. They've got to protect the base. Arteezy now pops the ultimate. There's no clip available. He dies in the fountain, but he's got Aegis. He can't even buy back and TP home. They're just going to get the throne off of this. Holy shit, Cloud9 have lost game 2. I can't believe it. What just happened?
Here it is, the bummer of the ball. King Stinker, the worst Dota 2 misplay of all time. And well, I bet you probably saw this one coming. It's KYXY's Aegis deny at the International 3 in 2013. In Game 3 of the lower bracket final, Na'Vi was facing off against Orange, and well, Orange was rolling over them. They were able to snowball some early team fights and set up to take Roshan. Then it happened. KYXY denied the Aegis of Immortals from Mushi, and Na'Vi saw an opportunity to pounce.
We see Roshan just RNG gaming on Mushi, bringing him down to almost half life.
No way to stop it. They may as well just go back into that lane to continue to farm up and then just deal with this Aegis when it comes out. Should be on the hands of Mushi, and in fact goes the hands of Windrunner. No.
Denial.
What?
They denied it. They failed.
Oh!
And we see a lot of rares being given out for witnessing the denial of an Aegis. That's not really what you want to do, KYXY. They are not too happy right now. Of course, at this point when you have disadvantage, you don't really kill Roshan for the experience and gold, you kill it for that Aegis.
It must have been like attack moving there or something like that. It's definitely an accident. It is most definitely an accident. This isn't the ultimate diss up against Na'Vi saying we don't need no Aegis to win.
That's an accident.
In what was the biggest mistake in TI history, the Europeans managed a crazy come-from-behind victory. Guys, we produce great content just like this each and every week, so if you're not subscribed to the channel already, well, that's the real misplay. Thanks for watching. If you want more great content just like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button.